Hi guys, it's Amanda. It's the 12th of May 2018 and I'm just been called to do a quick video for you. Whether it will be quick or not, we will see. There's a lot going on energetically and I've been wanting to post for a couple of days actually, but just haven't had the time. Haven't really got the time today either, but I feel as though it's important. I'm just here at the moment for some reason, holding the energy. The week ahead, beginning the 14th of May, feels big energetically. You can look at astrologers who will tell you about that. Steve Judd's done a very good video this morning with a slightly dodgy title, but anyway, it's a good video. Jenny Burak as well, who channels Metatron with astrology, is doing some good work as well. I'm not going to go into that because other people can talk more knowledgeably about the astrology of next week, but it's big, there's a lot happening. And I'm coming at it from another angle. I'm going to come at it from the angle of Archangel Metatron, who is my main guide, and you know that, those of you that have watched me for a while. And it's weird, I just feel like I'm supposed to sit here and do something, and I'm not even quite sure what. I just went to, I've got a huge number of crystals in my home, and they're all in boxes actually, just so they don't get damaged. And I don't know what's in any of the boxes. And Metatron just said, go to the fourth box down, close your eyes, put your hand in and pick one out. So I thought, oh, okay, this is a new game. And this is what I picked up, okay? This is the crystal that came out. Let me zoom in on that so you can have a look at it. Okay, is that going into focus? Yes. So, prizes for guessing what that is. It's actually a Citrine Spirit Quartz. Citrine Spirit Quartz. This one has got 3 bits to it. And a little baby one there, which is just starting to grow, okay? So it's Citrine Spirit Quartz, and why have I got it? I have got it actually because it is in the Fuchsia Solar Plexus spray, okay? And this one's been sort of winking at me for a few days, as they do, because I've been feeling a little bit out of my power. Not fully, of course, but just having a bit of a wobble. And those of you that follow my Facebook page know what that's about. Well, I wear my heart on my sleeve. There's no secrets with me. I've just been feeling a little bit lonely, and which is weird because there's so many of you out there, and I'm surrounded by people, and I live with people, but yet you can have a spiritual loneliness when you're going through huge transformation and change, and we're all doing that at the moment. Those posts on Facebook resonated with an awful lot of you, and I can see how many thousands of people have read it because it flags it up. So I know it's out there at the moment. So interesting that this crystal, Citrine Spirit Quartz, is calling. I have to say I don't particularly like it. It's quite an ugly crystal actually, and it doesn't feel very nice either. It's not smooth. It's I don't know, it's hard to describe it. It's just not a particularly attractive crystal, but it has real power. Oh, okay, I just need to put it up to show you something that's just come through. Okay, so the 3 points on it, you may have a different interpretation of what they mean, but for me it's like my way, the highway, and the divine way. In all seriousness, there's a middle way coming in, okay, which is spirit, because a lot of us have been struggling with situations and with just life, guys, you know. And it feels like this middle point of the crystal is very much about a new energy that's going to be forcing its way through, the divine way, and somehow those of us that are stuck between a rock and a hard place, there's a third way coming. I don't know about you, there are times I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I think probably that resonates with a few of you. Let me tell you what the meaning of the crystal is though. It works with the base chakra and the solar plexus chakra, enhancing our willpower and our vitality. It helps one to feel empowered in their life. What was I just saying? I'd felt slightly disempowered. But I had allowed that to happen as well. Nobody can take your power away from you. You're the one that is in control of that. And we all go into shadow from time to time, and we all dip. I called May the helter-skelter ride, and it is, okay? We're going to have moments of highs and we're going to have moments of lows, and we're going to honour both through May, and we're going to talk about them. Citrine Spirit Quartz promotes self-awareness and generates a greater level of trust in the divine order of things, providing a focus and a direction in life. Citrine Spirit Quartz purifies intent, creates balance in relationships, and is useful in manifesting true abundance while releasing dependence and attachment to material things. In business, it's good because it helps give you focus on your goals and your plans. It also protects against electromagnetic smog or geopathic stress, and it heals disturbed earth energies. There's a few things in there I'd like to pull out of that. A, it heals disturbed earth energies. I'm sure many of you are feeling just this surge of energy that's about to do something in our world, whether that be earthquake, volcano, tidal wave, I'm not quite sure, but something's coming and I think we all can feel it. Particularly watching the western coast of USA and of course Hawaii as well, which is having devastating time with tremors and that the lava that's just coming up, you know, through the roads and in people's gardens. I mean, extraordinary times. So that crystal is a good one just to help with disturbed earth energies, and that's because it puts us back into our divine I am presence. When we're strong in our solar plexus and we're strong in our base chakra, we can take on the world. But I think most people, a lot of us, are having a wobble in those two chakras at the moment. I certainly have been as well. Also, what was the other one that I wanted to pick out of that? It was something, releasing attachments to material things. I'm just going mad. I just want to get rid of everything. Honestly, today I could go through my house and I could get rid of 70% of what I've got. I'd still have a chair to sit on and a TV. I'm not going to do that, but you know, there is just this clutter. Even in my room, I mean, I've got so many beautiful things in this room, but there's a part of me that would like to just put 80% of it away and just maybe remain with one thing. The one thing would be the painting behind me and also my sprays, of course. It's just that feeling of letting go of what is not important. The fact the phone's going, I'm just going to let somebody else answer that. It's just a busy time as well. So maybe that's also compounding it. So I'm going to pull some cards for us. I'm going to just see what the hell is going on and why I'm sitting here. And I'm going to look at next week. Okay, so we're going to look at the energies of May the 14th, that week, through to the 21st. Okay. So within next week, we've got the royal wedding on the 19th. We have got the moon in Taurus. Is it a full moon? I'm just going to have a quick look. Full moon in Taurus. Or is it a new moon? Seems important. I know I should know these things, but wasn't even planning to do this until about half an hour ago. New moon in Taurus, signalling a time to birth the new. Okay. So it's a new moon, and that's on the 15th. So we've got that on the 15th. And we've also got Uranus moving into a new sign as well, haven't we? So there's going to be change coming up big time. Let's have a look. Let's just ask Archangel Metatron to come in. Let me just put the fuchsia around myself. And let's see what Metatron feels we need to know going into next week. That's the first one. That's the second one. That's the third one. Okay, coming through quite easily. Let's have 5. That's the fourth one. No, I'm going to put that one back. That's the 5th one. Okay. Bottom of the pack is the card of growth. And in case I forget to say it, this is the Tony Carmine Salerno deck. and Denise Jarvie, and it's called The Art of Love Tarot. Okay, it looks like that. Used it before. So on the bottom of the pack, next week is about growth. Growth can be painful, or growth can be smooth. We're in control of our mind. We're in control of how open we are to this growth and what it may bring. So this is a week of growth. Let's see what the other cards are, what they want to say. Innocence. The beginning. The Lovers. The past. Number 11. The Divine Order, Equilibrium. I want to put number 11, Divine Equilibrium, with the card of growth. I'm focusing on 11, as I always do with Metatron. I think the growth that's coming in next week could be challenging in the collective, but it will be leading us to where we need to be going. I can't help but notice that the card number 11, the angel in red, is holding the blue planet. The blue planet to me is Earth. If you've got good eyesight, you can look behind me and you can see my picture of Metatron, and he is there holding the Earth, very much like this angel is holding it. In fact, it's the exact same pose. The way she's holding the Earth is the exact way, in this painting behind me, that Metatron is holding the Earth, and he's holding it in a Merkaba, okay? But I'm noting that this angel holding the Earth is red. So it feels as though there's a lot of fire energy around, a lot of fiery red energy, and also the nod to the base chakra. Red is the colour of the base chakra. So our base chakra, which is to do with safety, security, relationships, money, health, anything else that I've left out probably, these are areas that may well be triggered over the coming week. And what we have to do is be, as I've often said, the still calm eye of the storm, whilst around us there are things going on that are rocking the collective in terms of these base chakra energies. Can't help but wonder whether it may also be in relation to money. I mean, there are changes coming in with money. I think we know that long term. Changes in currencies, changes in the way that we barter and we exchange, changes that probably are likely to come in the world economy, changes that are likely to come in terms of the stock market. I can't believe that all of that happens next week, but maybe we start to see the seeds of it. It could also be a week where you are asked to stretch yourself financially to grow. I know myself, with regard to my business as an example, it has only grown to the level that it has reached because I have stretched myself financially. I haven't gone into debt, but I have always known that when Spirit is asking something of me and I'm on the right track and I'm meant to do something, that I have to dip deep into my pocket sometimes before the abundance then comes back in, because that's the law of the universe. It's like, do you trust? So I feel as though we might be stretching ourselves a little bit in terms of finances next week. And if that's resonating with you, if you've got a business plan, or I don't know, there's some sort of investment or something linked into property, investing in training, whatever it is, it may well be a time to literally spread your wings. And I'm hearing the words, put your money where your mouth is. Okay, put your money where your mouth is. Also, on the subject of money, I'm also hearing charity. So if anything happens around the collective in terms of the earth, it will also be a case of the red energy being about money in terms of us stepping forward and helping our fellow man and woman who are affected, wherever that should be. Okay. Growth. What does growth need? Think about the card of growth. What does growth need? What does growth, what does a plant need when it grows? It needs both the rain, and it needs the sunshine, and it needs the fresh air, and it also needs good fertile soil, and it also needs somebody physically to look after it. So it feels as though when we talk about growth next week in terms of your life, think about what you are, where you are placing your attention, where you are putting your energy. Where you are putting your energy is where growth will happen. And if you're not putting your energy into that, then it's not going to grow. Okay, and you can take that into many different areas of life, whether that be trying to, I don't know, train for something, get fit, whether it be business growth, whether it be investing in a relationship, whether it be looking after yourself, whatever it is, you need to be thinking about where you're putting your energy next week and where do you want this growth to happen in your life, okay? Because if you're walking around in a state of unawareness and not even thinking about it, well, growth can happen, but maybe not in the areas that you want that growth to occur. And of course, growth can also come into areas of dysfunction, okay? Think about weeds, okay? Think about the garden. We've just talked about a beautiful tree or a plant, and if we give it the right conditions, it grows stronger. But weeds can grow as well, okay? So make sure, it feels very important that we're in the right mindset next week as well, because we've got this new beginning. We've got the beginning. This is the energy of the Fool, okay? And it says initiation here, and it feels as though it's very well deserved. It's over the moon. We've got the energy of the moon. We've got the woman that's rising from that. There's a rainbow behind it, and it's promising us a new start. Probably also because Uranus is moving sign. Let me just see what it's moving into. Uranus in Taurus. Is that what it's moving into? 2018. Yeah. So Uranus, the planet of great awakenings and change, is preparing to move out of Aries and into Taurus on May the 15th, where it will remain until 2026. Wow. Okay, so it's there for a little while, and I've just got Google up actually. And it's just saying underneath here about finance. It's saying how the Uranus astrological transit into Taurus affects your finance. And then it says, Ricky Williams says Uranus is pointing to a Bitcoin as a great investment. Well, I'm not going to go into that. But so we're right in terms of bringing money up as something that's going to come in for change. Okay, so Uranus is moving into Taurus, so the collective is moving into a new energy, but so too are you. Feels as though also this is a week where love can come under the spotlight. The Six of Hearts and the Lovers. The Six of Hearts links into the energy of the past. So maybe this is about thinking back to your past, thinking back to a past love, or thinking back to a past time in a relationship where it was better than it is now. Whatever is triggered by the arrival of this full moon, this new moon, and this arrival of Uranus in Taurus, it feels as though it is highlighting areas to do with love, okay? And it's bringing back the past so that either we, it may also be people from your past that are coming back. That's one interpretation of it. Or it may be saying goodbye to somebody from your past. There's so many different interpretations, but the Lovers is a card of choice. Shall I just pull another couple with that, just to get some clarification? So we've got the Lovers, which is about union. And then we've got the Six of Hearts, which is the past. So let's just have a little bit of clarification on what that is all about. Okay, so why have we got those two cards for next week? Okay, we've got the card of faith, And we've got the card of the Queen of Stars, which is illumination. I think this is more linked into people who have somebody coming back from the past. And I think this is about having faith in that. And the Queen of Stars is about linking into your divine feminine strength, linking into your innate wisdom, linking into the energy of your heart, linking into your third eye. Both of these areas are illuminated on this card. There's a knowingness in some people that this love is going to be rekindled. If it's not from a past love, it's a relationship that you're already in. But again, the card of choice, you've always got the card of choice. Union, the card of the Lovers is always the card of choice in terms of what do you want. Interesting. So one more card for that, because I like 5 as a number. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Look at that. So I'm sounding a bit different today just because I'm a bit tired, but it's the energy. But I wanted just to be with you today, so apologies if I'm sounding a bit, you know, I don't know. I feel my energy's maybe a little bit flat today, but I just wanted to be real with you all and be here. Look at that though, we've got 2 cards, which is, they say union. So I think for my twin flame viewers, there's a message here for us. Maybe some of us are going to come back into union. It would make sense to me because we've got the card of the past. Okay, union is union, and we're being asked to have faith. I think that's quite a clear message that's what that is personally. What else could it be about? It could also be linked into the fact that the union of masculine and feminine. But I'm sensing that less. I'm really sticking by what I've just said in terms of a twin flame message there. I think for whatever reason, May, the 5th month, in a 5th dimensional frequency, in a 11 year, 2018 adds up to 11 numerologically. 11 is linked to twin flames. I think there is a wave of people coming into union. So wish you luck with that if that's resonating with you. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky ones that happens to, if it's meant to be for the highest good. I'm going to pull something from a different deck now. This is a lovely new set of cards that I got given this week by a lady who makes them, called Frances Whitman. Okay, and they are called the Universal Energy Oracle cards. And I'm just going to pull one for us, and they have a message on the back. Let's just see what the message for next week is, shall we? So, week of the 14th of May through till the 21st. What energy are we looking at? What do we need to hear, Metatron? That one's flown out. Procrastination. Okay, we've got an energy of procrastination. It says, remember, movement is the key to unlock the energy of procrastination. I'm not ready. It's not the right time. I'll do it tomorrow. Are these the thoughts stopping you from moving forwards, from making your dreams a reality? Procrastination can feel like a mountain to climb. In order to overcome it, just by recognizing that you are procrastinating will diminish its hold over you. Then, by making only one move in any direction, you will have broken free to move on with your life. Make that move now and start your momentum forwards. In a way, that energy of procrastination is something I talked about this morning on my Facebook feed, and I was talking about that I feel this big energy of letting go coming forward. And even though it may not be quite ready yet for that to manifest, it's about taking any step, even if it's a symbolic step, that is linked into that energy. So for me today, I've been decluttering like mad. I've been clearing out things, and I'm going to, after I finish this video, I'm going to go and do more of it. Because it's not really about the act, it's more about the fact that I'm moving, I'm acting, I'm doing something proactively, and I'm putting my consciousness into the act. It means something to me. So the worst thing you can do this week is procrastinate. I don't think you're going to be able to be honest, with this energy of change coming in. But I'm just feeling as though there's been this stubborn, stuck energy with so many of us for so long. And it's held us back. It's held us back. It's held us back from union. It's held us back from growth. It's held us back from stepping into our new beginning. And it has to end. So that feels like something that is the challenge. That's something that we don't want to be stepping into next week. But it is an energy that's there. I'll put it off until tomorrow, you know, do it next month. No, May is the month where I feel like I want to say things get sorted, or certainly they start to be put into their right place. The jigsaw starts to come together, even if it doesn't complete itself. Okay, let's have one more that goes with procrastination. They've got lovely pictures on the front of them, really lovely. There's also a thing about being real. Hopefully those of us on our spiritual path, those of you that are linked into my work, those of you that are linked into this community, we try to be as real as possible. You know, I never put on a false face, which is why I'm doing this video today, even though I'm feeling a little bit low. It's about being real, and it's about being present, and it's about turning up even when you're feeling certain things. But there's this energy this week about just be real, you know, and that can manifest itself in so many different ways. Being real about what you say. Even if I'm sitting here and I haven't put my eye makeup on, my hair looks a mess, there's an aspect to me where it's not that I don't care, it's just that this is me today. You know, it's either I make this video today or I don't. And, you know, maybe next video I'll look a bit more polished. But for today, this is the way it is. This is just how I feel. This is what the energy feels like today. It feels sluggish, but yet there is something coming in. And maybe this is what I'm feeling. Maybe this is what I'm sensing. Maybe change really is nearly here. And there's just this... There's always a lull, isn't there? There's a lull energy before something big happens. And I think maybe that's what I'm picking up here. Because it is a strange energy. Let's just spray the Metatron spray before I go any further. Because he's with us through all of it. He's with us through the good bits, the difficult bits, the lulls, the highs. What's going on, Metatron? What is this energy all about? What is this energy all about? Some of us are about to be forced out of our caves. That's what he's telling me. Some of us are about to be forced out of our caves. And I'm literally seeing caves. I mean, it's symbolic, but it's like these caves that we've been hiding in. And we're going to be pushed out by the energy of fire. And some of us are really stubbornly clinging on. Probably myself included. Because quite like that cave, quite like it. It's comfortable, it's what I know. Big wide world outside, not sure about that. I think we're collectively going to be given a bit of a kick up the backside. Lovingly. What else? He's saying you're being given a bit of a kick up the backside to get out there. But the thing is, once you get out there, you realise that everything is provided for you. The fire is lit outside the cave. The food is there outside the cave. There's actually beauty outside the cave. He's also linking it into, I hope you're following me, because this feels like an energetic transmission more than anything. He's also linking into the fact that I'm being taken back to past lives here with some of us, certainly with myself. Linking into hiding away in caves, literally, because of fear of persecution. And this is about the arrival of the... this is about the arrival of the light. This is about the arrival of the real 5D energy landing on Earth in a bigger way than we've ever known it before. Maybe it's the event, I don't know, but it just feels as though I'm being taken right back to a time where we were hiding in caves and we were in fear. We were in fear, but then of course we had to come out of our caves to basically do the job, to spread the word, whatever the word was. We're not being asked to do it in the old way anymore, but I think I think this is a huge upgrade that's coming over the next week, and I think some of us have just gone a little bit into fear, and it's like, oh God, really? Which is why this is so attractive, procrastination. Yeah, let's just procrastinate a little bit further. I'm okay here in my cave. It's warm, it's snug. It's really dark and horrible and smelly as well, but it's okay. I've got used to it. Spirit comes in and says, get your backside out of there. That's what it feels like. And I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's what I'm feeling happens. And it seems to be linked into all areas of life. Love, money. It's the base chakra stuff. I mean, can you think of a more animalistic, primal image of the base chakra than being in a cave? We're back to like prehistoric times. And that's what it feels like we're entering into. We're entering into a time which was the difference between one day man was living in a prehistoric arena and the next day he discovered the wheel. Okay, and that made so much difference to everything. Life changed like that by the creation of something, the invention of something, the arrival of something. Yeah, card of space. You're feeling hemmed in by life, you need space. Spend time in nature, in wide open spaces where you feel you can breathe. Go to the shore and gaze out into the expanse. Throw open your arms and invite the energy of space to merge with your own energy. Breathe in this energy until it becomes part of who you are, your very essence. Each time you feel hemmed in, remember this energy and know that you are not bound by what is around you. You are part of the much larger matrix of energy. Okay, green energy, space. It's funny actually, one of the things that we're planning to do today is go into Christchurch. There's a food festival on today, and I usually like to go into it, but today there's this part of me, I just don't want to be in crowds, I don't want to be around people. I can't cope with it. My sensitivity is too strong today. I don't want it. Standing by the ocean, I can deal with that. But it's that whole thing about, it's the shock of coming out of the cave to what? To a new reality. And then what you have to do when you come out of the cave is you have to get used to space. You have to give yourself space. You're going to have to give yourself space next week. Let's pull a couple more cards. Well, I'm glad we've got Metatron with us next week. That's what I can say. Because all will be well. Next week, Metatron. Next week. What was I just saying? I just said, I'm glad Metatron is with us. This is the card of the Magician. To me, this is the card, I always think Metatron is the Magician. And he teaches us that we are too, that we are the alchemists. To me, this is him. It's beautiful. I'm bringing in the Blu-ray as well. goes with the Magician. See on the card, we've got 3 butterflies. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Look at my crystal. 1, 2, 3. There's a third way. It's like there's been 2 paths we've really been struggling on, or it's been, like I just said, we're between a rock and a hard place. There's a third way coming in. I don't quite know even what this means yet. I'm just being told to sit here and be present and bring some things through for you. The Magician. The Magician as well, Metatron as the Magician, the Alchemist, is able to bring light into anything that is difficult next week, whether that's collective or whether that's personal, to change a leaden state to a golden state. What else? What goes with the card of the Magician, Metatron? The Peaceful Warrior. That might link into what's going on around the world with regard to war, sadly, Iran and Israel. That we need to be peaceful warriors. We don't need to be warriors with weapons anymore. We don't need to be warriors that go in and take other people's land. We don't need to be warriors that are destructive. We need to be the King of Angels. We need to be the peaceful warrior. And it feels as though with all this fire energy around next week, that we need to hold that blue ray. We need to hold the blue ray of peace, of calm, and really hold that, I sort of feel as though I'm completely wrapped in this blue ray at the moment. Even my speech, I'm finding it quite hard to just talk as I normally would. It's like my speech feels slower, my energy feels slower. It's like we're just being asked to pause, to slow down for some reason. Page of Hearts, Innocence. Page of Hearts, Innocence. Your heart will lead the way. Your heart will lead the way. And it's that passage, I'm sure I've said it before, about needing to be like a child to enter through the gates of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever's coming, whatever arises, with the arrival of Uranus in Taurus, even if it's not next week, it'll be over the coming months, we have to maintain a sense of an open heart, of innocence, of purity. To allow the growth to happen and the union to happen in the best possible way. The card of Equilibrium, Divine Order. Just feel that's something to do with the fact that literally everything is happening in divine order. Everything is happening as it should be in our own lives and in the collective. You can look at the collective and you can think, oh my God, it's so slow. When are things going to change? And you can maybe feel that in your own life as well. But we're promised here by Metatron, card number 11, growth is happening in divine order. And you can't push the growth quicker than it's meant to. It's a strange old energy. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this video. I probably will, because it's what I do. Let's pull another card from another deck. Let's go for a Labyrinth card from Tony Christie. strange. We're in the lull before something. And whatever it is, and I think this is collective, whatever it is, we're not meant to see it yet. There's a blind down. We're not supposed to see what it is in detail. But because we are sensitive people, we're empaths, most of us that are watching, we're picking it up and we're unsettled by it. That's not to go into fear. Don't go into fear. Just be real about how, just be real though, you know. It's okay to feel unsettled. Have faith. All will be well though. We've got the Magician, we've got Metatron with us. But we're human beings, we're not angels. We're human beings, and human beings can struggle sometimes. Labyrinth card. Animals. Animals are picking something up as well. Again, we've got another card to do with balance. I'm going to pull an animal card for us and see if the animal... Oh, look, then the card of Warrior. 2 cards of Warrior. Peaceful Warrior and the other card of Warrior. Let me get my new animal deck. Hold on. So, this is the Animal Dreaming Oracle deck by Scott Alexander King. Lovely gift to me from 2 Australian friends. And let's see what animal comes forward to try and help us make sense of this slightly strange energy that's here. Metatron, what's the animal, please? Okay, all right. Nice. I think they're acknowledging that we're feeling it's a bit difficult. The dolphin. And what the dolphin says is remember to breathe. Breathe. Now, when do you have to breathe? Well, you have to breathe through the whole of your life, but I'm referring to birth. When you are literally about to give birth, you have to control your breath. You have to you have to do all the different breaths. Breathe. Breathe. Also, usually the instruction to breathe comes through when we all are going into a bit of panic or stress. Dolphins are fantastic because they just put us back into our heart space and they help us to feel more playful and more carefree when we're struggling. Let's see what it says. Where's the book? Card number 31. 31, actually that's not relevant. 31. Dolphin is one of Spirit's midwives. Okay. Dolphin is present when we are born. She helps us to take our first breath and then pilots us through life in much the same way as she will guide a boat from port out into the open sea. She reminds us to breathe as we embark on all creative ventures. You're being prompted to review your life by asking questions that may trigger heartfelt reactions to your time in your mother's womb. Ask yourself what life was like for you and your mother during this time. Consider the possibility that there may be things you are trying to bring to fruition that are unconsciously being blocked by your memory of time in the womb. Are you symbolically holding your breath as you intuitively remember anxiety, the stress of your mother and your birth? So that's something you can answer for yourself. It's taking you back and bringing in your mother's energy, what was around your mother. At the end of the day, if we're talking about new life coming in, and we are, we've got the card of new life here, a new beginning, rebirth. Who's the person that gives us life? Our mother is the person that gives us life. So it would make sense whether your mother is alive or whether your mother has passed, that her energy is arising a little bit at this time to, for whatever reason, as we are about to rebirth ourselves again. So that might just be some work for you to do at an individual level. Think about your own mother. Think about your relationship with your own mother. Think about anything that needs healing around that. I mean, that's a whole video in itself, and it isn't necessarily all going to be sorted next week. I just feel it's interesting that that's come in at a tangent, really, to what we're talking about here. Yeah. Beautiful cards, aren't they? Isn't that a lovely, lovely colour? Lovely colour. I find those colours very peaceful and very restful today. Okay, let's have a final card then, and then we will. I will post this. I will post this, and I'll probably also post another one at the beginning of next week when we're really in it, because I'm doing this as we're in the lull, and the energy's going to ramp up, and it's going to change. Okay. Nurture, same colour. Look at that. You see those two colours? Aren't they beautiful? Beautiful colours. I find them very restful, very peaceful. The card of nurture, the Queen of Trees. We all need to be very gentle. We all need to nurture ourselves. We all need to be kind to ourselves. We all need to take time out. It's a big week coming up, everyone. And I think it's literally like we're just hitting pause before we go up the slope again, go on the helter-skelter, on the upward curve. Metatron's here, all is well. Please, over the weekend, pause, rest, give yourself the space you need, because next week feels big. I think I will do another video. I might even try and do a live, you know, at the beginning of next week if I'm brave enough. I'm only saying brave enough because I don't know how to do it, but it can't be that difficult, can it? So maybe that would be a nice way to do it as well. So lots of love, everybody. Namaste, and I will see you all next week. Love you all. Bye-bye.